Hey guys, WhipChip here. Today I have a review of the LEGO Hidden Side Newberry Haunted Fairground. This set is an awesome playset. Let's get into those minifigures. So here is Jack David's. Jack comes in every single Hidden Side set except for JB Submarine, so it's no surprise that he's had a ton of different variants. But out of all of his variants, this one has got to be my second favorite. I love the hooded down look, which you can just see is different from his hooded up version because the cap is on backwards and the hood is down, and I just really like that. I love the white sweatshirt too because it looks just like a sweatshirt that I have. He also comes with his year 1 and 2 phone print and his standard design for his torso. You can also just see I love the dual molded hat. That's really good to get. It's not as widely used in the show, but I still think it looks great. I love the hair. He actually sort of looks like me, so that's pretty cool. But let's take off that hood and hat and look at his alternate face. His hood, you can just see a little bit more detail, and that's what his scared face looks like. So if you wanted to see what it looks like with the hat, there you go. I really like that scared face. It fits Jack so much from the show. You just see the back, and then with his alternate face. Next is Parker. This version of Parker uses her full jean jacket design, which I really like. That's a great look for her. She also uses her year 1 phone print as well as her year 2 hair piece. I really like that hair piece. I mean, I like it not as much though as say her original because I never really thought of her hair as that poofy and curly. But that's just me personally. I do love the turquoise headphones. It really fits in with Hidden Side. And if you take off her hair, you can just see her face is my favorite of her Parker's faces, and you can just see the back too. That face doesn't come in nearly enough sets because that is my favorite version of Parker's face. We have the much more uncommon JB Watt. I really like this minifigure, and she only comes in with this face in one other set, being the Phantom Fire Truck 3000. She's got her phone print, which is used for all 3 years of Hidden Side, and she's also got the same hair, torso, and legs as the other JBs. But saying that, I really like the torso and leg print for JB. I love her mad scientist goggles, and then I really like the light lavender hairpiece. That's really cool to get. I also like her blue gloves. Her face, though, like I said, is exclusive to the Fairground and the fire truck, which is really cool. I like her really scared expression, and then her more JB expression, and you'd get that if you watch the show. I really like this minifigure. Nowhere near as much as I love these next 2 minifigures. This is Jimbo Lobo. I really like his design. He looks so good and a little creepy all at the same time, and that looks just great. He's got a pink umbrella, which is from Harry Potter for Hagrid. I was about to say Dumbledore, but it's Hagrid, and that's really cool to get outside of Harry Potter because I have very little of this piece, let alone in pink. Taking out his umbrella, you can just see his torso and legs. He uses a really cool nougat color for the mid legs, which I have never seen before. That looks really nice. And then I also love his coat design, which you can just see there. I love the buttons in the pockets and like the checkered or plaid design up top. You also got a cool patch on his shirt, and then his face is just so creepy. You see that? That is nightmare fuel for sure. I love his bow tie too, which is in a completely separate piece, different from the torso and head. So yeah. If you thought his last design was creepy, get a load of this. This thing is absolute terror. I love it so much. He uses a new trans green headpiece, which is exclusive to this set, of course, and only appears on this minifigure, and that is just so creepy. You can see it is just like the original head, but now, again, terrifying. I really like these these trans I was about to say trans orange. What am I doing? The trans green claws. That looks so creepy and so good. And it's really cool in person because you can sort of see the white hands through the claws. So it really looks like they're just gloom coming out of them. That looks just so good. Last, we have my favorite minifigure of the set, Terry Top. This minifigure, just like Jimbo Lobo, has all exclusive pieces. He has exclusive legs, torso, and face, and then the hat in that magenta color I think only comes in this set and maybe one other. I really like this minifigure. He is definitely scary. I love the magenta hat. That's such a cool piece to get, and I just really like that. I think you can also put it like this if you really wanted to see his eyes better, because when you turn it, it sort of blocks them a little, so there's that. But I love that face. That is so much scarier than Jimbo Lobo's, which makes me like this minifigure even more. He uses the Sad Clown's neck accessory, which I don't know if you know this about me, but Series 10 is my favorite minifigure series, so it's really cool to see pieces from that incorporated into other LEGO themes. You can also just see he's got some big ball tufts on his torso, as well as some really wacky suspenders. I also love his legs. I feel like those could be used for Barney. That's really, really cool. This minifigure, I'd say, is easily one of the best hidden side minifigures in the whole entire theme. And that's not even including this. This is Gloomed Terry Top. This guy uses an exclusive piece in the middle of his body to represent that really cool splitting-like design. And I just think that's so good and creepy. I love it. He also has an exclusive headpiece, just like Jimbo Lobo, which just looks great. You also have some back head printing, and all the Gloombies have that back head printing. I really like the middle piece, just like I said, and you can also see he's got some of these claws, not really claws, but like these fistful of gloom, which just look great. You can also see his hand poking through there, which looks really cool. Yeah, this is an excellent minifigure and easily one of the best parts about this set. I would honestly recommend getting this set just to get your hand on this exact minifigure. Also in the set, you get this pack full of these gloom accessories, which this is the only pack I have sealed right now, which are these lime green ones. But you got some claws, some splat pieces, some more bigger claws, which is used on Jimbo Lobo. One of these that go around a minifigure's neck, as well as these which are used for the eyebrow. So the build basically consists of 3 parts. You've got sort of the drop tower area, the roller coaster, which is majority of the build, and then sort of the gift shop ticket booth area right here. And that's where we'll begin. So here it is. As you can see, there are a ton of stickers on this front, between these two, which are both on side panels, and then this top, which is just on a tile. I really like them. They very much add to the circus, carnival kind of vibe, especially this tickets one. I can see that being used in a regular, non-haunted carnival. You can see that there's this face, which is a sticker, and I really like the use of this grass piece, because it really looks like the crazy hair clowns are known for having. And then you can flip it down and there's a color. Off to the side, you can see that there is a lantern. Oops, one second. There's a lantern, and that's really cool to get. It uses the painter's palette piece. And you can also just see a little bit of grass growing over there, or maybe just weeds. Going over, you can also see that they have some cones for some ice cream, as well as a magic wand, which is, I think it's a prize that you can earn. Moving over, you can just see the stairs going up, but, you know, we're not really looking at the stairs right now, so let me take this piece off, which, when removed, can show a stunt show poster, which is really cool because it has the lady that comes in the stunt plane, as well as a Happy Worlds poster, which looks really good. You also can see just some weeds growing by the stairs, and then, if we flip it around, you can have a good look inside, which actually looks really cramped when you end up putting a minifigure in there. One second. You see, just like that. On one side, you have the ice cream maker to fill up those cones, which is really nice. It has a nozzle piece right there. It's sort of hard to see. And I really like how they tape S over the ice scream. I thought that was really cool. Or I scream. And then the other side has got another one of those paint roller pieces on a candle, which has a security camera of Jimbo Lobo being haunted. I really like that detail. Except it is sort of funny because we don't get any security camera builds in this set. Moving back over to the stairs, you can see they just use that one really big stair piece, and that works out really well because, you know, you can have, say, like JB climbing the stairs, and then they also have one of those half tile, half studded surfaces where you can put a minifigure, and in the app, that always means to put them there to scan. You can also see, I really like the railing on top of the ticket booth. I think that looks really good. It looks really creepy too. They also have a balloon, which I thought was a really, really cool detail that I wish that they had more of in the set. You can also see a sticker of Happy World, which just looks really creepy with all the broken lights. And I really like how they use those smoky, clear pieces for the lights. There's also another sticker right here. Let me see if I can get it for you guys. Of this sort of guard railing, or don't really know what to call that, but you can just see there's a sticker there. And then the rest of the detail is all in the tracks. So, you just stand a minifigure here, wait for the car to come back. Let me just put it right up here. Oops, JB's phone is blocking. And then you can send the car flying. So, let's see what that car looks like. So here is the cart all by itself. You can see they use this really cool piece for a tongue, and then they use that hidden side lime green or bright lime green for the teeth, which doesn't look great from the top, but looks pretty good. I have a bit of a complaint with this because it's always looks haunted, and I mean, I don't know how I would have gotten around it, but I don't really know if I would have done it in the first place, just because it being haunted makes it sort of takes you out of the world of Hidden Side, with the set not always supposing to be haunted. But putting the car back on its track, you can just see it fits right on, and it glides almost, it feels like, over the tracks, and it's really nice and smooth. But to launch it, you just hit this ball, and you can watch it glide. And when it hits the end of the track, you can see it makes this really cool ghost monster face. And I really like that. And it really makes it feel like it was worth making it gloomed to have that sort of creepy, evil, possessed look. I really like that. Also, these mittens, which really do look like mittens, and I really like the part usage there, turn out and reveal eyes just staring at you. So that looks so good. On each side, there's also a sticker, where on this side there's a sticker, and it says danger, and you can fold it down to reveal a color. And on the other side, there's just a clip. Some details I want to go over is that there are some leaf pieces all throughout the sand of the bottom of the track, as well as a pretty nice sticker right here, and another leaf piece leading up to that track. So, what you do is you just take your hand and you smack it as hard as you can. You're trying to send the cart flying up the track to open the clown's face. So, here we go again. Oh, got one. Oh, and there goes the the cart. I almost said golf cart. Don't know why I said there. There you go. And the face has been opened. Now we can move on to my favorite part of the build, the drop tower or strong arm machine as it was seen in the show. This thing looks so good with the clown head up top as well as all these tracks. The clown head at the top is really cool. It uses some of these heart pieces from the Lego Movie 2 for the hair, and it's got this nose, and it just has some really good detailing as well as the Mixel eyes. Those are printed. It also uses those hand technique from the little ride here. They use it again. It looks really good, and then these are also stickers with some button cuffs on them. There's also another sticker here. Let me zoom in on that. It's the same sticker that was seen on the track over here. That looks really good. And they also just use tracks right here. They use this really interesting sideways building technique, but it's not very sturdy, as I've known from transporting the set a lot. This is one of those sets that I take apart like all the time. And then all the way at the bottom, whoops, there is my grass. You can just see there's this little these Technic beams, and you hit it, and the cart goes flying, trying to knock up that face. You can also see the cart uses that same light bulb design as the sign, and it also has a red seat, and just, again, you hit it. A minifigure sits sideways in it, too, and just goes up the track, and you're trying to hit it up. There's also one of those hidden side color wheels, and I am not actually a fan of this design, like, whatsoever. It's better than them trying to incorporate a really bad color wheel, I guess, but I don't see how it can get worse than this. In the game, the color wheel was a little frustrating because sometimes it wouldn't scan, But these, in my opinion, have always worked, or from what I've played, have always worked really well. So I guess it's good. But this one you can't really take off with any ease whatsoever. So maybe that's what they should have done, is just had them clip in. There's also 2 stickers on the side, which is really frustrating because it's the same stickers in every set. And then on the other side, you can just see sort of like the one other area of the park. There's this little control pad. Let me just take that off to show you guys. Let's see if it will come up. No, it doesn't want to come off. There we go. You can just see right there it is. It's on one of those inverted 2x4s, and you can just place it down, and when you push it down, it reveals a green color. Sort of matches my grass. Now, when that face is blown away, you can just see they use 2 of these slime pieces, which come in the pack, which, you know, they used with the hands-on Jimbo, Lobo, and Terry Top. But I really like that. That looks great for eyebrows. You can also just see some stickers for the eyes, which you got to make sure you line up because you can't turn them or anything. So you might have crazy eyes on your ghost. And then I really like that blue nose. I think that works really well, and it works with the hidden side color scheme. And then there's some teeth. So I guess you could almost think of this as a portal to the hidden side when the cart goes through the mouth. I really like that detail, and it just looks really creepy and menacing. So, overall, what do I think of this set? Well, I like it and dislike it all at the same time. First, the minifigures. The minifigures in the set, we only get 2 exclusives, and then I guess JB, but she also comes in the fire truck, so she's no longer exclusive. But I think we could have gotten at least one more clown, and or Douglas, because JB was actually never seen in this episode, but Douglas was. And also same with Spencer, he was also seen in this. I think this set is just missing someone like Spencer or Douglas to complete it. The clowns, though, are really nice to get, especially that exclusive piece for Terry Top. I'm not so sure how I really feel, though, about the playset, however. The whole track, the roller coaster, the gift shop, and that don't really work together, in my opinion. They sort of just feel like they were all meshed together, like they all had ideas for what they wanted the set to be, and they each worked on it individually, and then they just sort of mashed them all together. There's also just not when looking at it, it doesn't really feel like there's much there to look at. I mean, this is a $50 set, and I feel like there's not really a build, because this is just all a big beam. They're just all big pieces shooting through it. And then same with this, these are all big pieces. When you look at the part count, you can see that it is there, and there are a ton of big pieces in the set, but it just doesn't really hold up to the level I hold for Hidden Side. Because with Hidden Side, you usually are expecting to get very detailed, very big builds, or not big builds, but you get what you're paying for exactly. And this feels a lot more like a play set than anything else. It does not feel like a display set, which is just my only problem with it. When every other Hidden Side set feels like it was a creator expert set, this doesn't feel like that. However, I still think it's a ton of fun because it is a lot of fun. It's a fair, and it's a creepy fair at that. I can't believe that they were able to do this set because it's just a cool set to do. I do wish, however, we could have gotten a whole sub-theme of Hidden Side for the fair when we could have gotten our own drop tower strongman arm a single set, or an entire roller coaster as a single set, or an entire gift shop / House of Mirrors or entrance to the carnival, its own set. But I think that's my only problem with this set. I really like everything in it, and even the minifigure section, which is okay, doesn't really bug me. So overall, I'd give this set probably a 7 out of 10. There are some things that can be improved, like the minifigures, but then you also get a really fun set to play with. Even though it might not be as detailed as, say, the Lighthouse or other Hidden Side sets, it still is so much fun, and it is perfect for the age range recommended. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.